Hello, my name is Ibrahim Adedokun and I'm a software developer. And today I'll be walking you through how to build an AI agent using BimpeAI. So BimpeAI is an API-first platform that allows you to create AI agents, chat agents, or voice agents that you can use for your different use cases. And in this use case, we'll be building a property booking concierge, an assistant bot for a property, or like a short let stay using BimpeAI. So the idea is that we want an assistant that clients can or users can interact with and then book our properties. So the full documentation of the BimpeAI is available on BimpeAI /docs, or you could go there. So we're using the SDK to build this concierge. The hypothetical name of the property business is Having Stays. So what we're building is that, okay, we have some rules that all the currency is in Naira. Then we have some automatic discount, 10% discount for weekly stays, 20% for monthly, and the likes. So the prerequisite that we need BimpeAI account. So you could go to BimpeAI, register for an account, and then create an API key from your dashboard. Also, you need Node.js installed because this is the JavaScript SDK. But for Python folks, there's also Python SDK available that you can use. And of course, you need to install the BimpeAI SDK into your project. So the steps are, the step one is to create the workflow. So you could think of the workflow as a set of rules or guide for the agent. So you need to give it a name. First thing, initialize the BimpeAI by passing in your API key. You need to create the workflow, give it a name, and then in the system prompt, you can define your guides or your instruction in human language. So the second step is to create the agent itself. So you give the agent a name, a description, and then connect it to the workflow you created earlier. And a good thing for developer experience is the idempotency key ensures that as long as it doesn't change, when you run the script multiple times, you don't create multiple agents, but instead you update the existing one. So the third step is to ground the agent with knowledge. You need knowledge base for the agent. Sorry for the sudden cut. I had to update the doc. Okay, so this is the new the updated knowledge base. So the knowledge base is just you adding information for the agent to pull from. For example, the properties we have, and then the prices, maximum number of guests, and every other thing. So it's just like an inventory for the agents to pull from. So we also added things for policies, refund policies, housekeeping, house rules, and the likes. So the knowledge base is just the knowledge that we want the AI to have access to outside of the public. So the fourth thing is to connect channels, which can only be done on the dashboard. So channels are the interfaces or the chat interfaces where your actual users can connect to the agent. So if you go to your dashboard and then you go to the deploy tab, you could view the different available channels. And currently they have messaging channels, WhatsApp, Instagram, and the likes. There's also these widgets that you can configure. You could choose the color, welcome message, and just copy the script and drop that in your front end. So for example, in this case, I dropped it in an HTML file, and then if I visit the URL, you could see that it is running in here. So the users can chat with it on your website. So that is it about how to build an AI agent with BimpeAI. So you go live and then you can start using your agent. So here is the complete script here. So you could just run this with the Node.js script. You can just run it as a script like that. And it is this use cases 01. So you can run it like that and then it's going to get deployed. But I already have it deployed. So it is on my dashboard already at Having Stays Concierge. So you could view how you could test with your widget, or you could also test using their test agent on the WhatsApp. So I'm going to do that in the next video. Thank you. So back to where we ended the last video, we can start testing the AI agent. So like I mentioned, we could test with any of the channels, but for simplicity's sake, I will just use the test on WhatsApp. So you can just send this code, copy the code and send it to the test agent number on WhatsApp. So this is the test agent, and I can then send in the code to initialize the project. It will switch to it and I'll say, hello, and I would like to make a booking. I'd like to book an apartment, for example. So the AI will always like respond to your messages and then you can interact. You say, could you provide me with the target date and the number of guests? So I'll just say tomorrow and then 2 guests. Okay. Saying how long do I plan to stay for 7 days. Okay. So it's going to process the information and then respond. So it has given me the different list that I want to choose from. So I could just say I want unit 1A. For example, I like unit 1A. So it's telling me this is a quick summary, the total due, and I'll just say okay, okay, looks good. And my email is, for example, Ibrahim@gmail.com. So giving into that, it says, well, booking summary, it gives me the summary, and then it says it has been sent to my, it will be sent to my account shortly. So that is just a typical use case. We could integrate different services that we like. For example, we could integrate a Paystack link if we want, or Stripe if we want the user to pay ahead, confirm that, the calendly booking, Shopify, or different integrations that I would like to have. So that's just a summary. It does the heavy lifting of taking away from him, taking away the having to repeat to different clients from users. So that's just a typical use case of BimpeAI. So highly recommended. You can go through their docs, bimpe.ai, create an account, and then you can test. You can run this code and then test it out for yourself. So that is it for now. Thank you for listening.